My name is Caroline Andrews, and though you may not look like this, Rachel is my supervisor. She is 20 years my junior, but I have learned so much from you. We actually came to the church at the same time, though I was employed later. So my first memory is I moved from Los Angeles with our family, and anyways, trying to get to know people. And one of the first things I did, I'll make this very quick, was volunteer for the Girl Scouts as a brownie leader. And, well, they fired me. And I don't know what they were thinking, but I was in her office crying about being fired by the brownies. And that sealed our friendship, I believe. So, Rachel, you've taught us so much, and Rachel and I work with, where I work with Rachel is with the youth, with the elementary kids and the junior high, and a little bit of the senior high. But what you probably already know about Rachel is that she's just a visionary, and she has just transformed our youth program, and everyone she works with, she's transformed. But in this visionary ability, or in her amazing sight, she's not always that practical. If you've ever been on a lock-in with Rachel or a overnight with Rachel, her outfits, her accoutrements are terrible. She's not prepared in any way, all right? She has a pair of rain boots that have duct tape wrapped over, and then she's wearing them in 0-degree weather. They're not even appropriate. So we felt, this is the mama in me, right? We felt that it was high time you got some real stuff for your future endeavors as you go inside and outside. So this is coming from the elementary and the junior high. So the first thing you have, I'm going to help you with this, is a decent pair of boots, right, for the winter. You get two, you don't just have the one. And then for those rainy days, honey, you pull that out, a cool pair of boots. Also come too. Okay. I'm opening your presents. All right. This is hard to tell what this is because it didn't really get the, we're missing something, but somewhere in my house, I sent my husband back twice, but there is an awesome coat, and unfortunately a beautiful Eddie Bauer steel blue, and I'm sorry, it's not right here. But you have this awesome coat, and I apologize. You'll see that tonight. A sleeping bag. She has borrowed my sleeping bag ever since, and a tent, my friend. You have your own 4-person habitat. Okay. You are prepared. She is prepared now.
So since Carolyn got y'all outfitted, I got to have a different fun job. My name is Celia Rohde, and I had the privilege of being part of Rachel's pastoral care team, and I'll call it my privilege. But I'd like to say that the role that more touched me is being a mother of youth with Rachel as the director of youth ministry. So I'd like to right now invite every youth member of our church, anybody who's been touched by Rachel, could you please come forward? And Emily, I'm from Kalamazoo. So I started crying when you started talking, so I knew this was going to be a tough one. But your call, your sermon about Rachel's blue eyes and broken hearts, I would say, I'm going to stand so while these guys are all hugging her, you can see what we're going to present to her. Rachel, you know you're going to get a robe, and Lillian will cover that. but we thought that you should have a proper stole. And many of you know that I'm part of an interfaith family, and the stole that ministers in our faith and Christian faith really derive from the rabbi's tallis with the prayer shawl, and that's what this really represents for our ministers. So Rachel, we have a custom-made silk stole from the youth of our church. It's really beautiful. This is the green side. So Rachel, when you want to, in the spring, or when you want to have a solid, serious color, or when you paint your fingernails and toes green like you do sometimes, you can do the green side. However, the part that I like better is the other side. And it's really subtle, but it is a beautiful rainbow. But it's got what I'd like to think are broken bits woven into it. And if you look at these beautiful, aren't our youth beautiful, by the way? Amen. What Rachel's piercing, wonderful eyes see is through the broken bits and the rough edges. She sees the rainbow that our youth represent, or our church. And for that, I'm grateful, Rachel. You want to talk? So we also have a custom robe that Rachel selected for herself that's a gift from our congregation. And after Lillian helps Rachel officially into her robe for the first time, the first of many times, I'd like to invite the youth to help put her stole, our gift, hopefully the rainbow side out today, right? You are beautiful. Thank you for seeing the beauty in our church.